Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and today we have an incredible unboxing. So, when I opened the box up, this is what I seen, and I already knew this is going to be a really nice unboxing. Now, that wasn't exactly what I seen. There was a note and everything. I took out the note, and this was in there for a giveaway. So this is going to be a giveaway knife, not in this video, but it's going to be one of the giveaway knives that I give away to someone on the channel. Now, this is the CIVIVI COGENT. I have one of my own. What a great knife. This is just such a great button lock flipper. This one has a hint of lock stick, but as long as the stick, and this is just my opinion, but as long as the stick isn't painful or isn't like where you're really having to push, like lock stick like this, I mean, I barely feel it. I mostly just hear it. You know, this is nothing to me. And to me, sometimes it's actually a good thing because it reassures that there's no blade rock, meaning the blade is rocking towards the lock at all. So it's locked up, rock solid, and the spring tension from the plunge lock on this button lock gives you a really good detent, which is the resistance while it's closed. So when I push on the flipper, it's resisting me opening it until it breaks. Then once that breaks, it flies open. And the leverage you get on the flipper tab of the CIVIVI COGENT is really, really nice. I think it's an amazing flipper. Just a great knife overall. The blade shape, the steel. The steel is a great steel. 14C28N. I'm using the Nitro V. 14C28N. One of my, you know what? It's my favorite. It's my favorite budget to mid-grade steel. In my opinion, it is a mid-grade steel that goes for a budget price. And Nitro V is a very similar steel. I put them kind of in the same category, but I prefer 14C just a little bit more. Thank you to the person sending these knives. And just so you guys know, the same person that sent in these knives is also sending me some knives on consignment to sell to you guys. And it's a big list of amazing knives. So stay tuned for that soon. Now, let's get into this box. These are all in for sharpening, by the way. Starting this off, this one's actually only in for lock stick. No sharpening. This is an ADV, the ADV Harpoon. Man, these ADV knives are beasts. It has a little bit of lock stick. Nothing crazy. But it has a fuller. That sound. I love the sound of these. Big flipper tab, but lots of leverage. Man, that sound is so nice. Beautiful harpoon, spear point blade. Love me a spear point. This one's actually a little bit higher than a spear point, so it's really just a harpoon, but it has the spear point shape. Aggressive jimping, frag pattern, titanium frame lock. Nice large steel lock bar insert. A roller bearing on the clip. See, that's a roller. So it rolls in and out of your pocket over the frag. Just a hint of lock stick. To me, this is something I would just personally let wear in. I think he wants me to take care of the stick, but I wouldn't even touch it if it was mine. That will just wear in. But man, incredible knife. Let's get to the next one. These ADVs are beasts, man. They're pretty popular, too. This one is, I can't tell yet. Oh, we got a Koenig Arius. Wow. Yeah. Wow. This is amazing. These knives. This is possibly one of, no, you know what? It's probably the best knife USA made that you can get that's a production knife. Now, it is mid-tech to some level. There is some hand finishing work, I'm sure, done on these. Nice, deep, tall, hollow ground blade. The build quality, precision, fit, and finish of a Koenig Arius is just, it's insane. We do have a reverse flicking hole, And the detents on these are super well tuned. He thinks it has a little bit of a stiff detent, but that's just the way Koenigs are. Koenigs have such, not, I don't want to say a strong detent, but they are. They're stiff, meaning when you break the detent, it knows nothing but to open. There's no stopping it. Like, you don't break the detent and it fails. That's the way Koenigs are. That's why people love them. People love them because it doesn't have that where you break the detent and it just goes wah wah. And, it doesn't do that. When it breaks, it opens all the way. Every single time. Now, some people don't like a detent that strong because, just because you can fail a detent doesn't mean that it's not reliable or that it doesn't flip very nicely. Like, I have a knife right here, the Wee Subjugator. This one I can easily fail, but with any effort at all, it actually deploys very, very reliably. Now, the Koenig Arius is a very expensive knife. They can be tough to get. This one's in for sharpening, so we are going to put a nasty sharp edge on this. These guys take a ridiculous sharp edge. They are expensive knives and they can be hard to find. It's looking like I'm probably not going to be able to link any of this stuff, but I'll link my whatever affiliate links I can down in the description. Okay, this is a Riat. I don't know the name of it. RWL 34 steel. It looks like an older model Riat. Let me bring that in. It does have a kind of an upswept sheep's foot blade or clip point blade. Unique blade shape, hollow ground, nice swedge on the top. It definitely brings out a little strength out to the tip because this hollow grind is nice and thin. So, but it does have a very acute tip. Access to the lock bar is really good. Very smooth on the drop. Detent's a little on the lighter side, but still flips reliably. Carbon fiber overlays on the spine with titanium and a nice large T8 hardware. And we have a ceramic ball clip. Titanium backspacer. Nice and comfortable in the hand. Yeah, very nice. Like I said, I think this one's an older model by Riat. I don't know the name of it, so if I don't write it on the screen, because I'm not sure how much editing I'm going to do for this video. I've been just super busy, guys. Okay, this is... I haven't checked one of these out. This is the Concept Kratos. Okay, so we have a Tonto, but it's a very unique Tonto. This edge goes down, and it only has a little tiny bit of flat, and then it gives you belly. So a Tonto with, not, I guess it's kind of Japanese style Tonto, but it's not at the same time. But where the top of the second edge is rounded, giving you a belly. Nice big swedge on the spine. Timascus. Look at this Timascus. Both sides. Beautiful. I'm guessing S35. Let me double check. Yes, S35. Whoa! Ooh, man. I wasn't expecting that. This thing is a guillotine. That's nice. Wow. Wow. This thing is very well done. And I don't mean because it's a guillotine, but there is something about that when a knife is super solid and is just so ridiculously smooth. This is very comfortable in the hand. Titanium milled pocket clip. The standoff is massive. Look at that standoff. Then we have another standoff pin. Yeah, this is cool. The usefulness, I mean it'll cut. It'll cut for sure. You could definitely get a hold of stuff right here on this edge, for slicing, and it will definitely help trap it with that Tonto peak. The tip, you're going to have to raise up pretty high, but you can still get to it. The secondary tip is what's not going to be effective, but what it could possibly do is help trap materials, but once you get past it, the blade's going to slip out. So, I'm not sure what this blade shape or knife design is for? Like, meaning, like, what is it, for self-defense? Is it for, I don't know, But I imagine it's still extremely useful, right? Next, we have a Riat. Oh, man, I've always wanted to try one of these. This is a Horizon D. Holy cow. Fat carbon fiber, a Damascus pivot, titanium hardware, an anodized titanium clip with a pattern on it, titanium backspacer, and Damascus pivot, titanium hardware, full titanium frame lock. Wow, that was a super strong detent. Let me check that again. Do you guys see my arm? This thing has recoil. This thing, it feels like a very strong springed automatic. Wow, this thing hammers out. Can you even reverse? And you can reverse flick it. Wow, that's surprising. Wow. I'm impressed. I like this a lot. Like a lot. This detent is, the flipper tab's nice and big, but the detent is super strong in a good way, though. And you get so much leverage back here. You can just yank it down. Man, that thing kicks. Or you can kind of light switch it like that. Let's see if we can push button it. You can. And then the fuller, you got to get it low, because up here, yeah, it's going to be too strong of a detent. But down there, perfect. Man, this thing is so nice. The comfort in my hand, this thing's like a glove. It is so comfortable. I could squeeze as hard as I want, and it's so comfortable. And you can kind of see it, This looks like a comfortable handle. And I don't feel the clip, which is really nice. The geometry of the blade, yes, it's a robust blade. We have a hand satin finish. I can tell it's hand satin because the direction the satin is going, up and down his belt, this is usually it means it's a hand satin. This is just gorgeous. M390 blade, like I said, a little bit thicker geometry, but this is a tough knife. So, I'm not mad at it at all. This would be perfectly acceptable with this grind because you have maximum leverage. The tip is a little higher than I prefer, but, I like all blade shapes, so this is beautiful. The fat carbon is just gorgeous. Look at that. Woo. This is beautiful, man. What a well-made knife. Now I see why Mike Emler loves his Horizon D so much. I don't blame him at all. That is just amazing. Next we have, another ADV. Oh, holy cow. This one is a frame lock. This one is the Butcher. And I'm guessing there's a wheel. Yep, we have another wheel clip. You see that, how we have a rolling bearing, or, for the clip. Wow, look at that blurple. That is beautiful. This color, ever since I was a little kid, for some reason, it almost blinds my eye. And I love it. My eyes are just attracted to it when I see it. Like, it makes me almost squint. I don't know if that happens to everybody, but for some reason, since I was a little kid, this certain color blue and this certain color blurple, when it's done a specific way, it just makes my eyes, like, I don't know. It's so not even just attractive to me, but it almost blinds me. And that goes for even like a certain color crayon. Nice action. Detent's a little on the lighter side, but I think it has to be because it has this fuller. So very smooth on the drop. Big old flipper tab for that action. Very uncomfortable in the hand. No, it's comfortable aside from the one huge hot spot. Man, is that a hot spot. Watch my hand. Right there. Oh, this thing. It is getting me. Wow, yeah. That's tough. That's tough to get around. Like, now it's hitting me here. Like, when I can't avoid it. Maybe up here, but I wouldn't probably hold it too much like that. But whatever. It's a badass knife. That's what it's trying to be, and it definitely is. Oh, wow, look at that. It all goes all the way around. Holy cow. This thing is beautiful. We have a hollow ground blade right, or a hollow grind here, and then a flat grind here. And it is a butcher blade, kind of a sheep's foot blade, jimping on the spine. Not crazy aggressive like sometimes it goes. Actually, I prefer this jimping. This is so smooth all the way around because they polished it. So the way it feels in the hand is really nice with all these textures aside from, you know, the obvious. Awesome knife, man. This thing is a beast. Look at that stop pin. Holy cow, it's a big stop pin. I guess it needs to be. This is a heavy blade. The ADV Butcher. A couple more. Only a couple more, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got another ADV, but this one is a button lock. This is the ADV, I don't know the name. I'm not sure. It says ADV SOB. Maybe that's the name of it. Oh, the Pit Boss. Sorry, the Pit Boss 2. I've tried one of these before. ADV does some of the most reliable, strongest button locks I've tried. If you look at their stop pin, or, you know, their plunge, this is so robust, along with this nice big stop pin, super locked up. I mean, this is rock solid. I have yet to have found one with any blade rock or lock rock or anything, but I haven't handled a ton of them. The detent is light, but it makes sense because it's such a heavy blade, and you can always push the button and swing it. But look at how smooth this thing is. It is a straight guillotine. Now, easy to fail, but you put a little bit of effort, and it'll fly open, no problem. And once you understand the resistance, then you'll never have a problem, flipping it. It has a little reverse flicking hole there, so you can get your finger right there and snap it out. That feels pretty good. And it's kind of polished and knocked down, so you really wouldn't want the detent strong. Otherwise, you could not use that. You would have to just use the hole, which the hole works pretty good, but it's a little large. Your finger kind of gets stuck in there, and you got to get around this corner. So, I mean, it works. I think it's more for the thumb, though. Yeah, it feels better with the thumb. Dual ground blade, beautiful, I don't know. Drop foot blade shape. We got a flat grind here and beautiful swedge, deep hollow grind. This is nice and thin right here. Super comfortable in the hand. Again, I do feel the clip, but this one's not as bad because it winds up like on this part of my hand, so it's actually not too bad. Beast of a knife, man. These things are big. And then look at this fat carbon, or whatever this carbon fiber is. I'm guessing it's fat carbon. That's what it looks like. Another roller bearing clip. ADVs love that. I love the type of pivots. These things just look tactically badass. All right, we got one last one, and this is, it's a TWOSUN. I have reviewed one of these before. This, I forget the name of it though. I forget the number, but I will say this is a very, very impressive TWOSUN. I will try to link this one down below. The thumb studs are coned and big. Look at how big these thumb studs are. Look at all the milling on this. Heavy duty milling. Now, the blade shape to me does look weird a little bit, but it is very functional. And the ergos are super comfortable in the hand. And then it is ridiculously smooth, and the action is so good. You know, there's some TWOSUNs, not all of them, but there's some TWOSUNs that just feel like premium quality. And this is one of them. The lock bar access and lock bar feels really good. Super smooth action. Fall shut. The reverse flicking is excellent because of the way they land the thumb stud. Your finger just gets right up to it very easily. Now, the thumb flick, this is a little sharp. Ooh. I gotta tighten that for him. Okay, we have a little bit of a All right, there we go. I'll fix that. But the thumb stud is a little sharp, so you don't want to put your finger on top of it. You want to put it behind it or underneath it, and then it kicks great. It's so smooth. Fantastic TWOSUN. The clip works great on it. Fit and finish, lockup, everything is solid. Like I said, I've tested one of these. Lots of milling on the inside. Let me double check the lockup. Yeah, super good lockup. Yeah, this is a great knife. It just looks weird to me, the blade shape. But the milling and everything else looks fantastic to me. And when you feel it and you feel the quality, it's like, damn it, man. This thing feels like Riat did it. But there you guys go. Again, thank you to the sender, the person using my sharpening service, and also for the donation to the channel to give away. I do thank you, brother. And thank you for everybody watching. I love you guys. Peace.